Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Creative License. I'm Bill, and you've caught me at home. We have a piano here that, as you can see, actually my daughter is much better at playing. And I remember taking piano lessons when I was a boy. I used to wonder why they used to make me take piano lessons. And as I got older, it started to become clearer to me. The thing about piano lessons for me as I was getting older was this discipline that I was expected to kind of take on. I'm not one for discipline. I mean, I am now, but when I was a kid, I didn't want to be a part of that stuff. It just made me crazy. And the idea of having to learn this thing, it didn't really make much sense. If I wanted music, I had records. I could turn on the radio. I could listen to my favorite DJs playing my favorite music. So the idea of me being able to do this didn't really appeal to me. What I've found over the years, though, is not only the discipline, but the use of a part of your brain so that you can begin to understand how to access the creativity you need. Now, piano lessons, I don't know if you need that. I'm not taking piano lessons anymore. But when was the last time you tried to do something creative and tried to do it in a way that was difficult? Tried to use parts of your brain, or maybe sit down and draw if you've never drawn before. Or if you have drawn before, when was the last time you sat down with your non-dominant hand and drew something and tried to work on that for like an hour? What it does is it opens up different parts of your pathways of your brain. It opens up creative places in your brain. It helps you to be able to see things differently. And if there's anything we need as performers, disc jockeys, as creative people that make our living in the creative world, the idea of being able to access that creativity easier, faster, if you can find anything to do that will do that, I think that's something you should do. Now, sometimes the piano will do that for me. Oftentimes, if I take my walk, I'll do it backwards, okay? I do like the one where you sit down with a piece of paper and you try to draw something that you want to draw, not just circles and scribbles, but try to draw something that you see with the hand that you don't necessarily draw with. Maybe write a letter, or write your name, or think of things when you were a child and try to draw out those things. Maybe even draw out your feelings. These things we don't go there because we're uncomfortable doing it. And really, where most of the growth that you're going to have as a performer, or even just as a person, is going to be when you are in those uncomfortable places. Performers often look for uncomfortable places in front of audiences, but that's not always the easiest thing to go to. So if you can't do it in front of people, why not make yourself uncomfortable and force yourself through that uncomfortableness? Find a way to be okay with not using your right hand if you're right-handed, or not use or walking in a certain way, or whatever that is, so that your brain has to figure it out. If you don't know what I mean, then you've probably never tried to draw with your non-dominant hand. What do you think of this? Have you ever tried this? Do you think it's useful? And if you have tried it, was it useful for you? Write down your comments below and just let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next week on Creative License.